Welcome back, fellow YouTube viewers. You already know what time it is. Today's Wednesday. The Bleach chapter came out today, so it's time for me to get my review. Now, before I start this, I want to say that as soon as this chapter came out, I want to make my video, as quickly as possible. To be one of the first ones to make a review of this. But it turns out that I wasn't, because after I got done reading this chapter, as it soon came out, I wanted to, like I say, hurry make a first video of the review, but. As I went on YouTube, I seen like so many videos, posted already, and I thought to myself, I said, damn, it already came out. They had already made the video, so I said, you know what, it's okay. To me, it really doesn't matter. As soon as I, make a video and you guys watch it, it'll be fine with me. So basically, I just said, fuck it. I'll do the video later, and hopefully, next week I should be able to be one of the first ones to make the video first. That's what I'm hoping to do, or maybe the week after. So, hopefully. That happens, but right now all that matters is I'm making my video now, and I'm sticking with it. So let's go ahead and discuss this chapter. Now this was entitled, this chapter 542 entitled "The Blade Is Me," I believe. Now this chapter starts out where Ichigo is highlighting this thought, process going through his head, like what Zangetsu in this inner hollow told him that this one lies, that all this was true, that Ichigo had was being helped out by Zangetsu, with the Quincy abilities throughout his time in battle with his enemies, like against the Juha Bak, when his blue vein was activated. That's when he helped him out during that time, or with his other encounters of his enemies in the past. And while I was thinking through this, the next slide over, it showed that he was, I think, looking up, or where he was falling down. He was like lying down or something. Then he stood up. Then he said, like, oh, I guess you both are Zangetsu. And then that's when Zangetsu himself said, like, are you okay with that? And Ichigo said, wait a minute, Zangetsu. Then it flips over to where Oetsu no Mai, he's just sitting there as all of this just like happening before his eyes. And then it showed that Ichigo just holding on to his Zanpakuto, and Oetsu no Mai just like looking back, and you see like light just like shooting up everywhere. And then that's when one of his Oetsu no Mai's helpers said, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you holding on to your hands? Like, being burnt up. And that's when Oetsu no Mai said, he said, it's okay then, Chanichi, that if you put your soul into it, it's perfect, it's done, whatnot. And he said, you can go ahead and like, take it out if you want to, Ichigo. And he listened to Oetsu no Mai, he takes it out, and next thing you know, you see like the water just start to like evaporate around the cliff edge. And one of his helpers, that one girl, she said like, the water started to vanish. And his other helper told me like, hey, you ever seen like this happen before? And that little girl, she's like, like, no way, like all this is happening before him, before their very own eyes. And Oetsu explains like the reason why is because like the water, the reason why this happened, the reason why the water is going away is because of the heat and the outside that was radiating from that sword. That's what caused the water to evaporate. He was saying all this while he was putting back on his shades. At the same time, then he told Ichigo, like, are you up for it? Are you up for it, Ichigo? With your new Zanpakutos. And you see in the next slide over, Ichigo just standing there holding both his Zanpakutos, while his sleeves, burnt off during that process when he was holding on to his Zanpakuto before. And he was just sitting there, just like looking at him, like, this is true Zanpakutos. He was just sitting there, just looking at him, contemplating the idea in his mind, like, this is happening. And it showed like the spirits of like, Zangetsu and his inner hollow. They're sitting there. Then he said like, this basically is he said, from this point forward, I'm not going to ask you, Zangetsu, for my help during certain situations, nor will I get in the way of my inner hollow, and he'll help me out in like situations like in the past. He said that's not going to happen anymore. This time I'm going to fight for me. I'm going to fight on my own with no help whatsoever. Then he thanks Zangetsu, thank you, you are me, or something like that. And then it switches over to the Star Knight's HQ, Vanderreach, and it showed one of the Quincy's, they said, hold up your crosses. And next panel over, you see like all their boots are just like stomping on the ground. And he said, I think one of them said like hell, he said, he said, lift your crosses up for his majesty, Juha Bak. They said salute. And that's when Juha Bak's like standing on that stage, he looking back at his man like, yeah, you know what time it is. He looking back. And he said, then that's when he said like, are you stern raiders here? He said, for I have some information for you. And that's when the chapter ends. Now, let's get into this discussion. overall, pretty good chapter. Like I always say in all my videos, pretty good. Details. Fully explain it. Now, the whole Ichigo situation of him getting the Zanpakutos. Now, I had my speculation before, like I said, of in the past chapter when I said I thought his new Zanpakuto would look like how it did in that Reishi outline, the last chapter when Zangetsu was presenting it to Ichigo. This your new Zanpakuto. That's what I thought it was gonna look like. Hoshwall's, Juha box sword. That's what I thought it was gonna look like. But of course, my speculation was wrong. And he ended up having two blades of his Zanpakuto, which were the manifestation of his inner hollow. So I guess like I said before. So that's pretty cool. We get to see now that he has two Zanpakutos, his whole Zanpakuto instead of the one which was half of his power. Now we get to see his full length Zanpakuto. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's the next thing over I want to talk about is the Starlights. The Quincy's by Juha Bach getting ready for his men. The head for it. Now it said like in the description down below, it said like the stern raiders, they go into the darkness or something. I'm thinking like at first I thought like, does he mean like they go into like Soul Society now to fight Soul Reapers? And I'm thinking like, if so, they're still training and half of them are not prepared. That's what I thought, but I'm not sure if I'm right about that or not. I mean, I'm not sure about that. You guys may know about it, I'm just still thinking about it. I have like multiple ideas about it, but I'm not so sure about that. But or he may be talking about he might go to like somewhere else and then they head over to Soul Society, I guess that. Or he might be he'd probably be referring to I guess Ichigo, maybe, I'm not sure, or Uryu. But I highly doubt that. Or maybe something that we don't know, I guess. Or we probably do know, but it's just, speculation, but we're not sure if they're true or not. So we'll just have to wait until that time comes for him to reveal, what he's saying. If for those who don't know, or maybe we do know, so forth. But anyways, prepare for that. But, I can't wait till the actual, round 2 of the Quincy's going back to Soul Side and Soul Reaper this time prepared to fight them at full power. So I can't wait for them to clash, get stronger, not strong, for them to, fight to death, basically. We're gonna have some Soul Reapers that die that we love, and like, things like that, but it's gonna happen. So, something, yeah, that's covered. But, with Ichigo's situation, Oetsu no Maya, he's done with that, and then something telling me that Oetsu's gonna give him some advice, about him getting used to his Zanpakutos and, something like that before he heads on to the next palace, where Renji, he probably finished by now, I guess, or he's probably waiting on Ichigo, or I guess, I don't know what his situation is, but I think Ichigo's gonna catch up to him. Now, the one thing that's on my mind right now is the whole situation with Byakuya and Rukia. Now, they should be up and, up and moving about by now, because they've been in recuperation for quite some time. Some chapters, like 10 or probably 15 chapters back, I guess, I don't know. So they should be up and mobile by now, hopefully, because, they had some serious, critical injuries, so they should be up and mobile by now, hopefully. But, training, getting stronger, whatnot. So hopefully Kubo will probably inform us later about their, the situation, I guess, whenever the time comes. Or he might surprise us, I guess. Kubo all about surprises, in his work, I like that. But anyways, so, yeah. But that's one thing on my mind, that's I thought last night. This was on my mind. Where the hell is Yoruichi? That's what I'm thinking. I was gonna say this later in my other videos, when chapters come out, but I want to get this out now. Like, where the hell is Yoruichi, man? We haven't seen her in her physical form since, I believe, since that time when they were fighting Aizen and she was defeated. I'm not counting the filler arc. I'm talking about the real arc that's going along, excluding, the filler arcs. I'm not counting the filler arcs. The last time we ever seen Yoruichi, the Substitute Soul Reaper arc, where we seen her in the cat form. I mean, that's the last time we ever seen like Yoruichi like that. But in this last arc, we haven't seen her so far. But something tell me that Kubo might have something in mind for her, like she's training somewhere, and that she might make an appearance, even stronger, because she already know. I believe that she already know about this whole incident occurring anyway. So, hopefully Kubo will show her anytime soon, because this has been on my mind for a very long time. So hopefully we get to see her, come back again and whatnot, probably stronger, and so forth. But, overall, this is a pretty good chapter. I like it, details and all that. Like I say in all of my videos, I like it. You know, you're probably getting tired of it, me saying it constantly, but it's the truth. You know, I like the material that Kubo makes every week. You know, I just like his artwork. That's all. I'm inspired by it, basically. But yeah. So, you know, Soul Reapers, you know, they're getting ready. You know, fighting. Can't wait to see that. Um, you know, everybody, you know, training, prepare for the situation. You know, Kisuke and the others, you know, they're still in Soul Society. Not Soul Society. Still in Wake Up Mundo. You know, preparing, you know, all that. I still want to see Grimjow. I know y'all waiting to see Grimjow. We all waiting to see him again. We want to see pieces of his body, but we want to see the whole Grimjow. But you know, that's gonna come soon, obviously. So you know, just hold on for that. And I don't know about Tia Hollybell's situation. You know, what's up with her? I know she was chained up because we didn't see her in a long ass time. So hopefully we probably get to see her because she ain't dead. She's still alive, but you know, she badly tortured and stuff like that. But she may fight in this. I highly doubt it, but we don't know. So hopefully we get to see her again. And a whole lot of characters that we haven't seen in a long time. Hopefully we get to see them again. Hopefully. But I'm trying to think. I'm not missing out anything else, but you know, if I, you know, overall, you know, everything's good. You know, story, you know, it's coming along perfectly. Everything's coming to plan. You know, Kubo's doing his best to, you know, put all the information that he needs, make sure it's correct. I know some people keep saying like he probably messed up on some things, but I probably think so too. But I really don't care. Most of this thing to me seems very accurate. You know, Kubo is trying to like take his time, you know, put everything together and stuff like that. But overall, you know, I really don't care too much about that as long as the information is going, you know, if it's going perfect, you know, I still like it. Some people might point out he messed up, but I don't really look for that much as long as I read material, say, okay, everything is correct, it's going along perfectly. You know, I really don't care, you know, what others say about it, if it's wrong or right. But anyways, you know, that's pretty much all I gotta say, you know, about this week's chapter. You know, hopefully, you know, make sure to make some predictions for next week's chapter that I want to know about, because I'm already making my predictions. You know, try to leave them in the comments section down below. Give me your ideas of this chapter, and you know, for next week, you know, like I said, leave some comments that I probably had missed. Yeah, put what you need down in the comment section down below if I had missed anything, because I'm trying to like, you know, go right through this as fast as I can. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much all I gotta say for now. You know, hopefully, you know, now don't get too impatient, because you know, this battle heating up. You know, try to stay as patient as possible, like I'm trying to, because you know, it's the time coming. So try to be as patient as possible. You know, everything will work out. You know, of course, we all know Soul Reapers are they're gonna whoop that ass. We all know that. You know, the good guys gotta win. I mean, some may die, but in the end, they're still gonna stay strong and kill them bitches. You know, them Quincy's. They're gonna wipe that. They're gonna wipe their asses out. We all know that. But you know, I just gotta throw that in. But that's all I gotta say for now, guys. You know, this is my review. You know, until next time, guys. See you later.